Right guys, welcome to the 31st of August. It's the last day and it's a glorious day, to be honest. Look at that, almost clear blue skies all the way around. It's definitely an autumnal day there. It's quite cool, but that sun's got some heat in it still. So I've just come down to our hayfield at the bottom of the Ingsfield. Just thought I'd have a quick run down. Looked at the forecast this week and I reckon it's probably going to be as good as it's going to get for making hay. It's supposed to be kind of 18 degrees at most, which is useless, but there's not much you can do about it. So what I was thinking was I'd have this field off and see if we can get it baled, but just bumped into the boss's sister who's just been walking dog. Don't know if you can see it trail down there. They've been around for a quick walk this morning, and she said that we'd had a flood down here, so just thought I'd better check it all out. And the ditch is quite full, back to being normal again. Still not much of a flow on it like, but what she did say is it's quite wet down here, and further down there you can hear it scorching. And my little pond's back. I'll go have a look. So yeah, this is that little dip again that I've had water stood in last year, and that's probably about a foot deep in the middle. Not really what I wanted. And it runs, camera pick it up, right down there somewhere, probably about there, and all the way up to about there. So if it's wet here, it'll be wet most of the way up there. If it's wet most of the way up there, we've lost half at field, so that's kind of stopped that idea, to be fair. You can see wet dog's been running in and out this morning. It was sopping wet. Blooming Labradors. So yeah, that's knocked that idea on the head anyway. I did flail off what was or is our Trojan Purina, which is next to the caravan site. Just want it under control. Left the other fields. I sent the sheep into the other fields, to be honest. Got a word with farmers saying you might as well go graze them, because they're not much use to me now. Because if this field's wet, everything else will be sopping wet as well. I am going to try and get the mould plough out for the boys' winter field. I'm hoping to do that in the next couple of weeks. In fact, depending on how the weather goes this week, it might be this week. Run the mould plough through and try and break up what I think's a pan on the top from basically machinery and all horses running up and down it. So yeah, it's going to be a steady Monday, I think. We'll see what happens. There's a few things going on at the moment around here. We've got some more holiday lets hopefully coming online, but we'll see how they go. Now that restrictions seem to be lifting quite nicely due to coronavirus, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just can't believe how much of a nice day it is after last week. We didn't seem to, well, we haven't lost any trees. We haven't seemed to have lost any trees. I was just watching the start of Mr. P's channel, and him and his boys out busy. I think we got about 2 branches off. That was it. I would like to say it is our tree management. It's obviously far superior. No, we don't tend to. So we don't tend to have the winds that everybody else does, and we're usually a bit more sheltered. It has to be bad before we get anything. So yeah, it's all quiet on the western front down here. Yeah, still need to come down really. That's the regrowth off the Powerline lads and what I've done in the last couple of years. Really wants knocking back as well. Try getting my hedge cutting lad back in. He started about 3 weeks ago doing gateways for harvest, in preparation for harvest, but we've not started harvesting around here. It's just too wet. It just hasn't had a break in it. I was watching Andy, it's farming life for me, and I've seen that he's got a lot of his early stuff out and combined, but there's a lot of stuff around here that's still sat in the field. The fields behind me that I showed you last time are still stood. That field in front of us across the river still stood. We've just had wind and rain, dull days. This is probably the first nice day we've had for a few weeks, as in it's not been blowing a gale or drizzling or doing something stupid. So yeah, that field across there, you can actually see some of it's actually going down just over that side. I'll zoom in. Don't know if you'll see that very well. Looks like it's going flat already. So and there might be a possibility this harvest as well, I might be helping neighbour out with some cultivation work. I think he wants me subsoiling for him, so if I do get to do that, I'll let you know and I'll show you. There you go, river's quite far up. I don't know if you can see on the other side. There's a line about the end of my fingertip. Let me zoom in. Don't know how well you can see that muddy mark. So the river's gone down by about 6 foot. Something jumping. I hope I caught that on camera, that was quite good. Yeah, so the river had been right up. And as usual, we must have flooded through the back, through the ditch. Yeah, it's looking quite angry this morning actually, river. It's very brown. It's almost like chocolate, which usually means that we've had a lot of rain in a short amount of time, which has washed some of the soils into it from uphill. So yeah, that's about it really. I'm going to carry on with my Monday morning walk around. My boots are absolutely sopping wet already. I think I'm going to have to buy a new pair for winter. But there you are. Right, we'll leave it there guys. Hope you're all well, and I shall catch you later. Cheers, bye.